Hey everyone, my name is Don with Mobile Bar Startup and HD Liquid Catering. And today we are going to be talking about how you market your mobile bar business. I've been in business now for over 20 years, and this is kind of what I've found to be the most useful for me. And in the last few years, we have actually averaged over 800 to 1,000 events per year. And at our highest point before COVID, we grossed over $2.5 million in revenue just from this. So I would be safe to say that this kind of works, but hopefully you can take some ideas from this and kind of craft it into your own. So let's just get started. We're going to go to my whiteboard right now. So we're going to talk about who do you target your marketing to. Now, if you've never watched any of my videos, I kind of just write it out as I speak. So hopefully you guys can follow along. And also my handwriting sucks, so please forgive me for that. So when we talk about who you target your marketing to, I usually focus on 4 different segments, and that is venues, caterers, planners, and also then for the last one are like what I call individuals. And so, like I said, so far that has worked for me. And then venues is actually the number one, because it has gotten us the most consistent business over the last few years than anything ever has. To put it in perspective, for us, like 1,000 events is kind of the benchmark for a great year. And so 1,000 events. Now, if you were to go and just focus on individuals to do private parties, to get to 1,000 events, you actually have to talk to or send out maybe, 3,000 to 4,000 proposals, or find 3,000 to 4,000 people if you want to get anywhere from a 25% to 33% closing rate. So to get 1,000 events, you have to basically find 3,000 to 4,000 people who are interested in your service, and then out of that, 35% of those people decide to book with you. Now, on the other hand, we can go and shoot for venues. Now, our kind of formula for this is, if we want to do 1,000 events, we want to focus on getting 25 venues that give us 20 to 50 events per year. Now, I said 1,000. Let's just say, even to start off slower, let's do 500. Okay, so 25 venues times 20 events is 500. Now, to even break that down even more, 20 events is only really half the year. Since there's 52 Saturdays a year, you just have to find a venue that'll give you half of their events a year. And so what makes this thing work is all you have to do is really create relationships with 25 different venues. Now, what you start doing is you don't really go out there. I hate cold calling. I hate cold emailing, because venues get hit up all the time for that. So best way to do it to meet caterers is actually, or meet venues is actually at open houses and also at networking events. And we'll talk about that more in a later video. So the second group of people that I talk to are caterers. Caterers are great because they are always looking for bar staff, and also they're looking to partner with bartending companies that offer alcoholic beverage service, because maybe they're not staffed enough, or they don't have enough people or experience to run the bar. So if you go out there and find caterers, go find 10 to 20 caterers that you could partner up with, and just say, hey, are you looking to partner for a bartender service? This is what I do. This is what I offer. And if it kind of fits well with what they're looking for, and once you establish a relationship, then it works out great. Now, just remember, the whole key to all of this is relationship. That is it. God, my handwriting sucks. But just understand, it is all relationship. The third one are planners. Now, this is a little bit harder to get into because a lot of planners plan weddings outside of BYOB venues. And so it's really hard to kind of gauge where they're at and then also to get the events that they do. However, they do a lot of like social events for people at home. So it's always just good to create a relationship with a planner. Just let them know what you do. And then, just as a side note, from a marketing and networking standpoint, do not sell. Do not sell. Do not be an overly annoying salesperson when you're meeting people. Listen, all you want to do is create the relationship. Be friends. They already know what you do. Planners, caterers know what bartending companies do. You don't need to go in there and say, oh, we service events from 8 people to 80 to 800. Like, you know what? And we do all types of drinks. You know what? Every bartender service does that. But what you want to do is create a friendship because, you know what? You are one of a kind. And then if they like you and it works out, then you know what? They're more likely to use your service. And then finally, number 4 is individuals. This is the one where I was talking to you about where you literally have to go find them and market to them. And this is the hardest one because if you're going for brides, there we call one and dones. So you can spend all your time and effort going after brides, but as soon as they get married and book you, guess what? That's it. You know, yeah, sure, they're going to have events later on in their life as far as house parties and everything, but most likely they're not going to have the kind of budget or the kind of guest count that they did for their wedding. And that's probably also the biggest party that they will ever throw. So in that sense right there, getting brides and getting social events are the hardest things to get. So that's why focus on venues. You know, what you want to do first is try to get on the preferred list and then move on to being an exclusive vendor. But like I said, that's for another time and another video. But for now, hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social at Mobile Bar Startup. And then also, you know, reach out to me if you have any questions. I do offer one-on-one consultation services if you're looking to level up your bartending business. So until then, see you soon.